I'm thinking of having a video session with them soon, so I'm
Handsome.
just preparing for it.
Good. The video session is important. We're going to go over a couple things that can like happen with that, if you don't mind. Anybody else have like something like hot or fun that kind of came out of all this?
I mean, I've started sharing like some of my designs that I've been making for the bubble interfaces, and they've been giving me feedback on that, which is really good. So yeah, so there's definitely that element as well in terms of like the testing. So yeah, so that's gone really well as well.
James, we're so honestly so proud. Like, if you guys don't realize this, the School of Future platform is built on a tool called Bubble, which allows you to code without really coding. It's still difficult to use, and James is trying to like make something out of his own using Bubble. And I'm just like so like stunned. That's really like insane. And I mean, you're doing exactly what you should be with your stakeholders. Like showing them what you have is a great way to like hold yourself accountable and to like, you know, before you spend hours and hours, get their feedback, and like it'll get you some insight to like go in the right direction.
Yeah, I guess I'm sort of like using them as kind of like a check. Like when I get something done, I'll show it to them and say, hey, are there any improvements you think I can make with this? Just to make sure I'm keeping them like in the, what's the word? Like I'm keeping, like they know what's going on.
Amazing. That's so amazing. Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Ying's group is also starting up, and who else? Vinette's group has started up. Gia's group is having lots of conversations, like deep conversations, and we want to hear more about your experiences. Like, if one more person as well wants to share, Gia shared, James shared.
Yeah, so as you know, I've had a bit of trouble saving the numbers and getting my phone to recognize them as numbers because they were international. But yesterday we started the group, and I just wanted to get to know everyone a little bit better, so that I know who I'm working with, and that so just to break the ice a bit, we send out messages just introducing ourselves, which I had so much fun reading, because everyone is so different. You're working with so many different type of people, so it was really fun getting to know.
And they enjoy it too. If you're enjoying yourself and you're like getting to know them and like juicy information is like coming out of them, then it's fun for the whole community. Good. Yes. Your first instruction, and we didn't really tell you, but you need a nice piece of paper. Fold it the hamburger way, as we say. Hot dog is this. Hamburger is the wider way, I guess.
Just tell us when you're done. Like, give us a thumbs up or like unmute and say, I'm done. Okay, Gia.
I'm done.
Okay.
Done.
Done.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna text George because he doesn't go on WhatsApp a whole lot. Sorry, guys. Okay. Shall we go on?
Yeah.
So retention. In the first column, you guys had given us literally such cool, like this was one of my favorite sessions that I was only there for like 10 minutes at the end, and what you guys had poured out about how you wanted to, keep customers was like insane. Like the 3 categories that we talked about, make it really customized to them, give them the stuff that is like anything that they answer about themselves, their next article or advice or activity should be geared towards their interests. Awesome. Number 2 is the goals and rewards. I'm going to actually share some of the things I remembered. Armita had said self-assessment every 4 weeks. That's an amazing way to do like goals and get somebody, hold them accountable. Blessed had incentive about like when they get the answer right, they come back on the app. Jaylene had done something about the amount of times that they click, they get some kind of credit for that. Gia had something about like rating one another after the session is over. Like after partnership is over, and then like motivation notifications. So like they would get notified like with a piece of motivation based on like what they like who they are. So that's a bit of like the customizing and the goals and the rewards, and a streak as well. So getting people to sign up for like, okay, I promise to be on a 10-day streak of like doing something with social media or doing something with my like scheduling of life and etc. like that. Community is the last element here, which is like you want your like customers to know who each other are in some form. Not every product is like this, obviously, but a lot of products really thrive off of the fact that like if I see other people and I connect with other people and I have a deep conversation with other people, I'm more inclined to come back. Reddit is literally built off of just that. You know what I mean? There's nothing that the creators of Reddit are doing. It's all the users like sharing their real stories.
Yeah. Plus, when there's visibility, when you know what other people are up to, that really wants you to like want to come back and see what they're doing. So even making ways for you, like how much progress somebody else or what they're doing with their lives, that can be something really attractive to other people.
So in the first column, we want you guys to just reimagine and your big dream product, all the things that you wanted in that retention plan, all this, like the different ways that you wanted to customize it, the different ways you wanted goals and rewards and getting visibility about who else is like in the community. Take 2 minutes to write down in the first column, all the dreams that your product had with retention, looking back.
Sorry, can you just repeat that like last 10 seconds? I just missed that.
Yeah.
So on one side of your sheet, just write down all the dreams you had in your product for customer retention. Any plan that you thought of before or you're thinking of now after talking to your stakeholders, anything that you thought of, just write it down, like anything you want to use within these 3 categories.
Really any product dream goes. Any customer journey like dream that you really, really wanted to implement. It might seem impossible now. What are they? Never lose sight of them. I think Jaylene has no service. I'm sad.
Okay, when you're done, let us know.
I'm done.
Yay.
One more minute for everybody else. Okay. Anybody want to just give it a go and say like the thing they're most excited about on their on their like product dream list?
Yes, so one of the ideas that I had, which was actually I actually got from one of my shareholders at the meeting we had this morning, was about like how we can use like live sessions to not only to like advertise, but also to like boost the sense of community that we have. So what we were thinking is that like every so often we could maybe have just like a live session that focuses on one of the topics, or maybe not even just like a lesson style. It could maybe be like a game. And the aim of that would be because obviously with the chat system we have, like obviously that is going to boost community, but that's just like words on a screen. If when you actually hear people talking and you actually see their faces, that does like increase the what's the word? It does increase like the relationship that you can build with people. So that's definitely one of the ways that we can do that.
100%. You can have a lot of build up for these webinars, these live sessions too. Like I think it was Shaying to, or some other people have done podcasts where they're like, you take a pulse on everybody. You ask like pose a question and say, we're having a live session on Thursday. Everybody throw your questions at us, and then get people pumped up for it. Like they have an involvement in that live session.
Yeah.
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 My probably most ambitious one and my favorite one is probably like having like pretty common like internship and lab assistant competitions where people could maybe like it'll be like once every 2 weeks or something along those lines. There's a competition and you can like win a spot for internship of like that kind of thing.
Nice. That's pretty cool. What does the winner get?
Like just a spot, like a chance for like internship of like, for example, this time it's like I don't know, and like an engineering spot, and then you can like everyone like on the website can like compete for it with like a special challenge or something.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I feel like competition really gets human beings going in general. So competition is a good idea. Really good. For community as well as for goals and rewards.
Okay, so the thing that I'm probably most excited about is your daily motivation that you'll get with your challenges, because I am a sucker for motivational quotes, and that I just feel it helps you so much, to see what other people get motivated by and inspired. So I am so excited for that. And I think why I'm so excited about it is because it is a big part of my life. Like in my room, I have a whole board that is just motivational quotes. So it is really a part of me.
That's so cool. Love that. It's really, really fun. Are you going to make that on your website?
Yes, well, I want it to be an app, but I don't have, well, no, I have the resources. I'm just not really good at coding and all of that. So for now, it's just going to be a WhatsApp that you get your daily challenges on. And I am creating an Instagram account for publicity and then, motivation.
Nice. Show us the Instagram when it's done.
I will definitely.
Yeah. Anyone else want to have one last thing to say?
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
Like I was planning that in the motivation zone, what I really wanted was not just simple motivation, but the motivation based on real life things. Like today's youngsters, with what are real life, like peer pressures and everything. So for that community thing, I was thinking I would ask the people to tell me what problems they are facing, and then I will have like for a rating thing and ask them to vote the topic which would be get it most voted up. I will put that up and write about that, research about it, and try to solve that problem.
Nice. So you're going to do a poll first, like Kelsey said, get a pulse on what everybody really cares about learning, and then you're going to put that up. So are you going to get any more from anything else from your customer site after the poll?
Yeah, if the like if the from whom I get that topic, if they get voted up, so they can be in the leaderboard. Like you posted and you got selected, congratulations, and I could give them greetings and all.
Nice, good. Recognition is also big thing. So that's really good. Okay. So now that everyone's written that on one side of their hamburger, please turn over to the other side. And now we want to discuss live session tactics. James already did his, but you're probably thinking about yours and when it's going to come up. So there are so many things you can do. Yes, a webinar is one of them, but there are many other ways you can like put your stakeholders, your test customers together and have them test out whatever you want them to test out in different formats. So it doesn't have to just be a webinar full of people. It can also be one-on-one consultations with you of some sort. So that could be related to your product. Like for Vinette, especially, she has something related to bettering your life, setting goals and mental health. So having a one-on-one consultation of doing that and actually setting goals could be something to test out with your stakeholders. And the partner challenge as well. You can like pair people up, give them some kind of competition to do. And your live session can be a lot of different things. It can also be goal setting, like one-on-one follow-ups with, so you can basically have them set certain goals that you want them to fulfill as a part of your product journey or customer journey. So any kind of goals you want them to fulfill, set them up for them and then follow up with them like, hey, did you do this thing we decided you do? So for example, let's say with Sheing's product, she could have a goal setting sort of in her mentorship program. She could have something to do with goal setting. So maybe you set the goal with this person to like solve like 3 math questions that you gave them on that day, and then like redo their their CV or like research about something. So these are maybe some goals that you give them, and then you follow up with them one-on-one after you set those goals, like, hey, did you do this, did you do that? So it's really a more customized way of doing your live sessions. Webinars are amazing, but then there's so much in combination to that that you can keep doing with them and like engage them over time.
Right. I was just going to say there's an endless amount of combinations of this kind of stuff. Like I know that Esther and Vinette wanted to do one-on-ones with their people first so that they could like really get a sense of them. And then everybody comes together in a webinar. Then you send like everybody off into like a 3-day challenge. And then it's kind of like maybe you partner people up on the 3rd day. You can literally do whatever you want. Our main point here is that one webinar is great, but like if you really want to test out these customer retention like features that you want, it definitely takes more than 1 day. You want to make sure that like you have engagement over the course of like at least 5 days with people. That's when you can really get a sense on like all these, rewards and checking in and how they've progressed. Really, really important to like lay this kind of thing out for you. So you have a different like mixture of combinations. So in your like second column here, this side, just write down what you think your layout would look like. Is it going to be a webinar and then a challenge and then a webinar? Is it going to be one-on-one consultations first? Is it going to be a challenge among like you partnering people up? How else do you want to do it? If everybody takes just 30 seconds to write out what would be what works for your company the best.
Yeah. Esther isn't here, but I know she's already done with her one-on-one consultations and she's moving on to a webinar. Yeah. So she has some kind of a combination in her mind, but you can make anything you want.
Yes. Okay, so this can be determined like, as we go too. We're going to give you guys like some examples of activities that you can actually run in these live sessions and in like your route of like your 10-day challenge, 5-day challenge, whatever it is that you want. Some of these activities we've done with you, and you can incorporate them into what the needs are for your customer. Like if you're trying to get a feel for yeah, like imagine your customer is like just opening and building your app and they're answering a couple questions about themselves. You could do something like Chatterfall for that. You could really get people to type, and we do WhatsApp a lot. When you're in a group chat, it's really fun and everybody gets to like see each other and loosen up and say like some like real things about themselves in a quick way without having to like wait for everybody to talk. So you could do something like that as like, you know, instead of however you would want to ask them questions when they join your product, you could do it there on WhatsApp itself. Speed rooms is obviously another quick one. You put people in rooms of 2 and get them to talk about something. And often, you know, the things that you would have them post onto your platform itself, the things that you would have them like engage with, you can do that in a speed room, like, and see how they react, see what, like, if it like generates more conversation, if it is awkward for them, or if it's hard for them. You want to get a sense of like what's working for them in real life, and then embed it into your product. Sham, do you want to go over like the other ones here?
Yeah, and then there are some other sort of more passive than the other ones that Kelsey described, but they're really good tools as well if you want to get a quick sense of engagement from them. So you can do polls within a live session. You can set them up quite easily. You can do a quiz if you want. You can use things like Kahoot and all that. People can maybe go into another tab and do that and come back. There's so many things, like even Google Docs. This is something we do a lot, is just get everyone on a Google Doc and get them to type. So really just keep mixing up the way you're engaging them as well is super important. You can like write down what you might want to use as well on the same sheet.
In other activities, one more activity that we don't have here is what Kiki did. If anyone's in her session, she did something like called Secret Note, and basically everyone like took a picture of their answer and sent it to me, and then I like redistributed those like anonymously to everyone else who was in the session, like while we were all there, and then we all like received a picture and we had to like guess something about it. So those kinds of like, if you want something anonymous, we can make that happen. Whatever your product needs, there's always a way to try it in a crazy makeshift webinar session. With Soph Community, before we put it, we invest time and money into like building the feature, we have to make sure like kids actually like it. So we always like find ways to just try it with you guys in real life.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be limited to this. You can literally make up your own activity. Like Kelsey said, Kiki made her secret note. So just make anything up which you know will get a sense of engagement from your audience in a live or a one-on-one or anything. And tell us when you're done.
I'm done.
Yay.
So am I.
Cool.
You guys want to say anything out loud about it?
Yeah, so with mine, I want to create Google surveys just to customize it a bit and just have them interact a little. Then an Instagram platform where you can share your journey with other people to help motivate them. And then WhatsApp, because I feel WhatsApp is just easier than Zoom. It's more accessible and that, and I feel it's a little bit less, like professional. And I want them to feel comfortable and not like they have to, sit there, with the suit and tie kind of thing, because then I feel if you're more comfortable, you're gonna share more honestly. So that is definitely something that I want to do.
I love that. I love the like making it customized. I know you're gonna do a hell of a job with that. When you say share their experience, one thing we found is sometimes you have to make it easy for people to share their experience. You want to give them like a template, give them like, ask for one question and then they can like have that question be, shared. And do you want it shared to others who are in the group?
say after your all your challenges are completed,
Yeah.
then you'll get the same questions as you did in the beginning of it, just a couple fall away and one or two are added. So then you fill that in and then you get a result, like a report card of your journey and how you grown and how you bettered. So then those are basically going to be put into a summary which will be posted on an tab
Mm,
at the
okay.
app and then on social media.
Great. So we want you guys to do this now. On one side, you have all your product dreams, like your 5-year, like the ultimate features that you would want. On the other side, you have sort of like live activities that you want to run. Oh, I'm sorry, Sham, am I messing this up? Actually, we
No, this is good.
okay, because actually there's also like the portion. Obviously, you have the live sessions, but you also have something really key, which is your websites as well. So what we want you to do right now is take your pen and make a line between the dream product idea and connect it to how are you actually testing that out live? How are you actually making sure that that product idea actually gets tried on real people? What are you going to like connect the two dots? Connect whatever like the product dream is with the actual live the live activity. Give me one moment.
Okay, who's done?
I'm done.
Yay. Great.
I just had like an idea about like the live session kind of thing.
Hey.
Oh.
I was thinking like it's a bit different, but like what one idea that I had was like I could do like a podcast and I could invite different customers on who I thought had like interesting journeys and like get them to talk about their experiences and like what they've learned, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, different customers, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I might also get like different like experts, quote unquote, in like the different fields to talk about like their own tips for like mindset and all the different topics as well.
I think it's genius with the customers, honestly, because it's inspiration for other customers, and customers will help explain how your product works better than you can. You never want to explain to people. Like, screw that. Show them and let them see other people using it. They will enjoy themselves way more. Not to mention, customers are a great resource because honestly, people really like talking about themselves. And if they can like share about something that they did that was awesome with you, James, like that's great for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Lovely. I hope it's like, we'll help you guys like in some other ways. We're gonna do one of these activities right now, just for fun. Like we saw that we like talked at you guys a lot. So one of these is like a different rendition of speed rooms. In fact, oh, okay. Did you want to go to the website sharing, or do you want to try this activity really quick, Sham? I think we should like do this, like just like let people talk a little bit.
Let's try.
Yes. I don't have breakout room power, unfortunately.
I'll give it to you. There, you have it now.
Okay. So this is like this is like a little bit of speed room, but it's a bit different because you're going to be partnered with just two people, like two people together, and then you're going to have to like be in a room with another couple and you'll have to like combine forces. You'll see. The first prompt for this round, I'm actually forgetting what it is, to be honest.
Let me help you out.
Right. The one way that you don't feel, how about this? The one warning statement that you wish you had told yourself about the expo starting on day one. What's like the one piece of advice you would have given yourself on day one about the expo? Now that you're like this far into the game, what would have been your advice that you gave yourself at the beginning? Some of you are on like an amazing track, obviously, like actually all of you are, but like in general, what would have been like the one thing to tell?
Do we need to say here?
Nope,
You're-
you're gonna do it in a room.
Right, okay.
Great, there we are. Just to have like 1 minute to share that one thing with them. Oh yay, Amrita's here too now.
You summoned us back.
Oh yeah. Right. I mean, I never know, you guys. I never know if people are having a good time or I should let them stay or they're like, please end this Zoom room. Okay, so now this is like the next Zoom room. You're gonna be with the same person you were with, but you're gonna add another couple. And this is why it's called 246. And normally there's more people, but like we're gonna pair you up with like another couple per se. And yeah, and you guys will have to like basically combine the advice that you would have given yourself, all mesh it together into like one sentence, cohesive sentence that combines everybody's ideas, combines everybody's like personal advice. Okay. Enjoy your couple. I'm sending you guys back into the rooms.
I think they're gone.
Okay, we should go be a couple to those two.
We should end at like 12:20.
Yeah.
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 You wanna go to a breakout room?
Yeah, let's go to this one.
Yeah.
Breakout room 3. Yeah, I like was waiting. I was like, wait, why am I not getting moved to the other room? Great, you guys. Other room, James, Armita, would you guys tell us your combined advice for?
Yeah, so like instead of like combining like the 4 different points we had into like one, we kind of made like a little acronym. Be prepared, be open, be productive. POP. What do you think?
Nice. That's funny. Pop. Pop
Yeah.
off. Yes. Okay.
That's what we got. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Let's do the next thing. I that was fun actually. That was really fun.
Yeah, so you guys can utilize that in your sessions for like different purposes to like test out your, getting people to like combine ideas or to give each other feedback and that kind of thing. Great.
Yeah, let's do the next thing now. What we're going to do quickly is now review prototypes as a group. So everybody, whoever has something ready, I know everybody has something or the other ready. So please, you are free to share your screen and show stuff to us. And there are a few prompts that we have as well. So let me just bring them up.
We want to, basically show us what you have so far and like how you want your stakeholders to like interact with these websites. What do you want their feedback on? What do you want them to do when they go onto your website? we really, really push for give people some kind of call to action, a CTA. When they land on your website, it all looks great, but we need you guys to be like, getting them to either see other people, get them to like sign up for like the next webinar or put in their 2 cents on like a forum so that can be like everybody gets involved.
Yeah, so there are basically 2 things that we want you to cover as you show us your prototype. The first is, what is my action when I enter your website? So what is the action of your customer when they enter your website? And what would make you want to come back to this website 3 times a week? So these are certain questions that you will have to answer as well as you show off your prototypes. Who's ready? Who wants to just jump into it? Like Vinette said.
I mean, I guess I could show you mine if no one else wants to. I mean, right now for the bubble one, I've only got 1 screen made, but I mean, I guess I could show you if you want.
Yeah, show us.
Just hold on a sec. You cannot start screen sharing while the other participant is sharing.
Oh, here.
There we go. Right. Share screen. Okay. Share. There we go. Do you see this okay?
Yes, we can see it. Oh wow, that looks
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So that's the one. I know if you see like here with the Instagram, I know that that's like not quite right. When I was, because I'm still only learning Bubble, like when I was trying to implement that, it was just being weird. So I mean, I've settled with that for now. Obviously, I will have to change that. But yeah, I've got the quote of the day here. I really like how this has turned out. I mean, I quite like this quote, to be honest. I'm probably going to use this one quite a lot. But yeah, if you see at the bottom, we've got all the different sections. I mean, yeah. So this is going to be the home page. I mean, this is all I've got so far. I'm going to try. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the designs that I made for Marvel, where I've got a few more screens developed on there. I mean, I can show you that if you want.
So what do you want to ask your stakeholders about, like their, because if I'm a stakeholder, I'm intrigued with this chart. I'm intrigued with this chat button, like, and the shopping cart. Like, where do you want me to go is what I like, what I'm wondering.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, this is just like the homepage. I mean, the chart is like just the icon I made for learning. I mean, I don't know, like what you think about that. Is that nice? Do you not think that makes? I thought that, like, does that not make it clear? If you know what I mean, that's learning.
Yeah. If you wrote under it like your progress, I would it totally matches. But right now, to me, it looks like stock market kind of stuff.
Right.
So,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is all I've got so far. I'll try get like more pages developed soon, but yeah.
It's fabulous. I like that I have somewhere to go right away in my profile, and all that, like that stuff is all there. And I love that Xiaoying has her picture set as Athena. What's this, like, too lovely. I can't smile too much, you guys. It's like you guys are making me
yeah, I probably should mention that, like, with the profile picture, like that would be the user's actual profile picture, just to try and make it feel like more customized and like more at home, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Like, absolutely. Like, we want to, like, more faces honestly just helps everybody feel good. Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've got. That's all I've got so far. There you go.
Really, really good. I'm still so shocked and also so happy that you are learning and mastering Bubble like so quickly. It's really good.
And there's so many things you can manually do right now. Like if you want to update everybody's like leaderboard, you can, like, we obviously have the tech on our platform, but you can manually do that kind of stuff. Like you guys can, it's a 5-day thing. You could manually change that every single day to show people's progress, show people's like quotes, show whatever.
Okay, who wants to go next? Xiaoying, you have a bunch of stuff ready. Do you want to show it off?
Sure. Okay. Oops, wrong page. Okay. Wait. Let's start with the website. So this is my website. The first page is just like an introduction. I have the video here, and there's not much on the first page. So basically, I have a section of groups where so you can join groups. For example, if you're university people, you can join there. If you're doing mechanical engineering, you can join there. And I'm planning to add more in the future, like these groups, like confidence boost, for example, where like if you need a confidence boost, you can join the group, and it's just people boosting each other's confidence and stuff like that. So I mean, my aims thing is very temporary. So this is just telling people what I aim to do in the future. But like some of this are really difficult to implement on like stuff like Wix. So I have like inspirational stories. This is very like prototypey. But it's like, for example, there's this like STEM, like STEM, for example, if I go in engineering, and it'll basically just come up with stories of amazing people who's like women who's broke through stuff in engineering, like people people in Brooklyn Bridge, for example. So like it's like inspirational. There's an about me page and an awkward photo I'm not going to show, and there's a forum which I'll add more to in the future, but it's basically just like a discussion page. You can add your own post and start a discussion and stuff like that. So that's the website.
Oof.
So this is the Instagram. So I've only got 12 posts so far, but it's just like informative and like just stuff I'm doing, like the mentorship and stuff like that. And I mean, and then this podcast, which that's it.
Like, I love that there's so much for us to all do, like in the forum and everywhere. The inspirational stories were so well written. I was like dying last night when I like embarked on them, and you wrote them yourself, Shane?
Partly, I did. I did steal a few sentences there, here and there, but
definitely put the like the sources then at the very, very, very bottom in a footnote. Always put the sources, and stuff like that. But I would invite all the users to add their own, like, do you know an inspirational female? And that could be one of your forum questions. Or do you know like a recent scientist or like the STEM female, and have other people like you utilize, like, everybody wants to share what they know. And like you can be the one that puts that up for everybody else to see on this inspirational stories.
I was thinking maybe I can have that as my challenge. Like afterwards, maybe you can research about like an inspirational women STEM, and then they can like maybe like write a paragraph about them, and then like I can add that to my website.
Okay.
That's good too. Yeah, you can try the challenge. If it goes well, it can also be a recurring theme. Like it can just be on your page when people show up and they're like, yeah, I have another suggestion. So that's pretty good. And I want to say, like, your sense of design is so good. Everything looks so proportionate and all the colors are so nice. Like it's a really, really good sense of design that you have.
Thank you.
Yeah. On your website and your Instagram.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want to show off what they're doing? Anything at all. Doesn't have to be a website, doesn't have to be any, like you can even share anything you're coming up with for the live session, anything you've written, anything you worked on.
Okay, so my website I haven't completely started with, because first I just want to do the prototype, have it really intimate, so I'm going to be doing it over WhatsApp. And then my Instagram account still needs a few more things just to add before I can share it, but just a couple of ideas that I want to share, about my WhatsApp ideas, which would be daily challenges that you'll receive through WhatsApp and motivation. And then after you've completed your goal, then you'll get access to share your story and your journey to other people so that they can motivate. So then you'll be interacting with people who have achieved their goals, so that you can really see the progress that the divine will give you.
I like that, to interact with the people who've also achieved their goals. and like you can showcase that interaction. Like you really want to be able to, like, if two people have a really strong moment together, there are different ways to like have that be like a memorable moment on the website itself for like others to be like, oh, okay, that's where I could be in 3 months. Cool, I can't wait. It's really nice to showcase that stuff.
Yeah. It can be something as simple as a visual kind of poster. You don't have to become like too technical with it, just having some kind of visibility so that people can see that, okay, that's where I want to get, and make it really aspirational for them. Nice, Vinette.
Thank you so much.
Okay, she needs to go. Bye.
Sorry, thank you. I had fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was fun. It was really good. We needed to do something really interesting just now, but that's cool. We'll do it with you later.
Thank you.
Okay. Does anybody else want to share? It doesn't have to be a finished thing. It can also be something you're planning or something you're working towards. I know Gia has a lot of things she's working on. I know Ibukan also has things she's working on.
Actually, my things are like kind of a mess right now in the website. So it's like full of things. I thought I would show, but when I opened my page, it was like everything was piled up, and I too wasn't like clear what I'm gonna show.
What happened? Is there a glitch in the design, or is it just that you want to organize your next steps? Or
Yeah, for the steps, and I want to make some changes in design too. So that's what piling up. All the color palettes are there. So it's like 5 color palettes are already there. So I'm not able to see my content.
okay, it's okay if you're not ready to show it yet. That's fine. But we'll have a plan for you. Don't worry. Don't stress out about it. Just like there's a way to sort it out.
I
I
mostly
can show.
care. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say I can show mine.
Yes. The videos, those were so good.
Seriously.
Cool. I love that. Wow. That's the first time I'm seeing your
Yeah.
logo.
Their logo, like I like that font.
Every moment is another chance. That's really good. Ooh. I think that's a template, isn't it? Cool. That looks pretty nice. I love the logo. It's coming out really good.
So the places where it's got all the videos, that's going to change, and it's going to be links to all the different like extreme videos. So I haven't told of you. So what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to do some videos of like two people of like different extremes. So like having like a police officer and an ex-con talk to each other, and so you can see like how their like perspectives and how that changes between different people.
Yeah. Is this from the Insta Live you were telling me about?
Yes.
Did you reach out to them?
Yeah, I have reached out. One of them has gotten back to me, but I'm still waiting for the other people to get back to me.
Yay, so exciting. Okay, the videos are going to be great.
Yeah, and then so this is how they'd be able to get to like the different courses that we would offer.
Oh, the fundamentals of cooking. Are you going to do a course on that?
Yeah, I think so as well. I was looking at all the different, so those were the 3 that I'm planning on starting. This is the about section. So yeah, I haven't finished that, but that's what I've been working on.
I love this, what you've written. That when applying for a job, I accidentally checked yes on do you have a prior conviction, and immediately I was locked out of the page, but into a whole new perspective. That's really good.
So in say like when they want to look at an online course, they can, is it going to show? You can say they want to go to managing money area.
Nice. Okay.
So
The video.
okay, so you can't watch it through here until it's published.
Yeah.
But I have like course previews for managing money and CV and cover letter writing. And then there'll be like a members area where they can have like different challenges. There'll be a forum and all that sort of thing. So yeah,
It's
that's what
coming
I've got so far. Yeah,
Publish.
and then I'm
Always publish.
starting the like Instagram page and stuff as that.
There's so much offered here, and it's quite clear as to like why it's there and where you can go and what you can like. You can start like getting glimpses of these courses. But my advice too, don't hesitate to publish it, and you can keep tweaking it. Publish it every 30 minutes. Like we've had kids crash on this stuff, and it's not pleasant.
Okay then.
It did crash twice.
Yeah.
I'm making the website from the scratch from the third time.
Kelsey,
sorry.
do you do the calendar stuff and the Gridcoin stuff? Do you think we'll have time for it?
We like have about 10 minutes, like literally just 10 minutes, but we're going to do something where you guys get to invest in each other's businesses. Now that you've seen a bit, you are going to make kind of, I don't like to say the word bet, more like an investment. You're going to dedicate, like say when you will have certain tasks done, when you're going to have some like the launch of your webinar, when you're going to have the website finished. You set these dates, and others that are here right now will get to like bet on you and invest. Each of you will be given 300 Gritcoins, and you must invest them. You cannot just pocket them. They don't exist like that. You must invest the 300 Gritcoins. You can invest all 300 Gritcoins into Evukin's website if you want, or you could invest 50, and then you could invest 100 into James' live session that already happened actually. So invest in something that someone else's goal, basically. Let me share my screen and get you guys to see this. Here, in fact, we're gonna put this on the Gmail account that I never use, that I like from college. There are 0 events on this Gmail account. That's why we're gonna go there. Hilarious. Oh, except Indian holidays are now appearing on my Gmail. That's funny. How did they know? Okay. All right. So we are here on the 6th. You guys have, as you know, these 2 weeks from the 7th all through the 20th to make things happen. Who would like to tell us their goals and like the times that they will have that goal ready? Who's ready to put themselves out there?
Oh,
Vinette,
yeah.
tell us when you will launch. Tell us when you will start, like when you will like actually do the one-on-one consultations. When will that be done? When will you have different things?
Okay, so I was hoping to start the 9th or the 10th with the interviews, just to have the 7th and the 8th just to get to know everyone a little bit better. And I was hoping to maybe do on Sunday or on Monday, just to have a little bit of a one-on-one chat with everyone before we started. So then I was hoping for maybe Wednesday launching, Wednesday, and then starting with the process, and then we'll be finished by next week, Thursday.
So that's when you're gonna have something with everybody. Is it gonna be a live session?
It would be a group call with everybody so that they can share their process and just, say how they felt about it and get everyone's feedback.
And what about your website?
My website would probably also be Wednesday.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that the one-on-ones should be done by Tuesday then.
Okay.
And website is also Wednesday.
Yes, proper.
Okay. Who would like to go next? Did I hear like Yashika come through? Yeah, I kind of want to hear from you, Yashika. Hello.
Hi, I just entered. I don't know what's happening.
No,
Sorry.
no, no. Okay. Yeah, and then just listen for a bit. Everybody's kind of just making goals. You guys have 2 weeks till your expo. We're making goals on when you're going to launch things, when your website's going to be done, when you're going to have like one-on-one sessions or group sessions, challenges, all that stuff. That's actually my next question, Vinette. So your challenge would wrap up on the 17th then? Is it like a 7-day thing?
Yes, we'd be done by the 17th.
Okay. So like a closing kind of thing might have to happen there. Like maybe you know, it could just be like a video that you make, but like some sort of closure is always good for people.
Yes, I would then love to have just not even, you know, a call, maybe just, you know, message each other just to hear their feedback and what they have, you know,
Yeah.
to say about it and what they would add, what they would take away, you know, just so I can really get the best out of this.
Yeah, some badges earned, some people like achieving their goals, they get some credit for it. They, you know, showing off like who learned what. That sounds awesome.
Yes.
Gia, would you like to tell us your dates that you have in mind?
I was thinking website launching on 13th.
Okay.
And the first module to be like fully published there on 14th, and the community to get started by 17.
Community started by the 17th, you said? What do you mean?
Like I have a community section for the article thing. Like if you want to publish your articles there, which are kind of motivation and all, so you can post them there. And if they got cleared, so it would be posted.
Making it a bit more clear. So community section started means you want somebody to have posts up there, like you would want people to start posting there, right?
Yeah, I will approach people if like you have some ideas or you have some article which could be published on, so you can come. So I would have someone to get started.
Yeah.
Like if once it's flowing, then it would go along it.
I would start asking people for these articles before then, even like you can manually start asking people around for like the articles that they would want to put up there. And
Yeah,
then
I have already asked people, and they are writing it up. I
Good.
will hopefully get 2 articles tomorrow. So means from the starting, like the maximum time up to 17, it will get started. That's for sure.
Good.
I've already asked some people, like if you have some resources or if you know some things or want to help, please start writing.
Yes, James.
Yeah, so I mean, the goal that I would probably set is probably to do like when I'm finished developing my bubble prototype. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't decided how in depth I'm gonna go with my bubble prototype, but I would ideally I would want to have it finished probably by the 14th, we can say.
And when would you want to get feedback from your, like, you're continuously getting feedback. It's hard to like set dates on that.
Yeah. So I'll be continuously getting feedback from my shareholders and any other early customers I've got. Every time I make a new screen or a new page, I will be continuously getting feedback. So I don't think I can really set a goal for that.
Okay. And you just had the webinar. What's kind of like the follow-up for the webinar? Like if you have a plan, if there's like some sort of closure for everybody in the stakeholder group about their own like achievements.
I mean, in terms of closure for the stakeholders, I mean, I'm not really too sure because, like, I mean, most of my stakeholders, I mean, a lot of them are really just like really invested in the idea now.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not something I've really thought about yet.
But do you want to test out to see if they actually achieve what you want all your customers to achieve, right? They're a guinea pig.
Yeah. So like once I've finished the prototype, I would start testing like with the full prototype.
And what
So, I mean,
about
yeah.
what about your course content as well that you wanted to build out?
Yeah, I do. I need to. I mean, in terms of like once I finish it, I mean that will be like way after the expo. But for like the testing lessons,
Okay.
well, yeah, that will probably come with the prototype, to be honest. But I mean, if you want me to set like a separate goal for that,
Yeah, I think that would be helpful. We can set 2 goals on the same day.
I'm gonna put rehearsal for like this. Like you, and no matter what happens, you send out screenshots and ugly like of your bubble, like whatever's there, and the course content. So I'm just gonna call it like roughest draft version goes out to everybody by Thursday.
right? Okay, yeah.
Because Sundays people are actually quite busy in terms of like they might not be able to give you feedback on Sunday, but if they can start giving you feedback over the weekend while your final touches are happening in, and then it's ready by Sunday.
Nice.
Okay, right, yeah.
Great. Yashika, do you want to take a shot at it? I know you just came in, but you can try. Oh, Ibuk is there, so we can also have Ibuk can go. But Yashika, were you saying something?
I'll let go Evigan first, and I'll say that.
Okay.
Okay, so I have quite a lot of things. So tomorrow, so I have at the beginning of like before like anyone like takes like one of like the managing money course, they do like a quiz, a personality quiz to find out like what sort of money manager they are. So I want to have that done by Sunday. So that way on Monday with my initial like consultations, I can have each of them like do the quiz, and then so we can talk about what sort of personality type they have. That way then on Wednesday I can launch the website and have them just like take a look around, see do they find it easy, you know, to navigate. Is there anything they don't understand? Do they think it, you know, like promotes our like message well and things like that. Then by on Thursday I want to have the course done, so that way on Friday I can give them the course to go through for the next couple of days, see what they like, what they dislike. And I'm also going to do like the roughest draft of like, so with the course comes like a workbook that they can go through and they can write notes. I want to give them like the roughest draft of that, see if they think that's like a good like a company, or if they think it works well without it, or you know, to get their feedback on that. And then like throughout the week I'm going to be posting like stuff on Instagram, and I want to get their feedback on, do they think it's helpful, do they think it lines up with the brand and all of that. So yeah.
Which day was this?
And when will you start your stakeholder group and interactions as well?
That's going to be on the Monday when I do like, I talk them and they do like the quiz and things like that.
Right. Something to practice.
Give yourself lots of time here. Letting them try out the quiz trial, basically.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Can I just add another? Yeah. I think I'd probably want to do like my first like live session / game / competition thing. Probably by the Tuesday, so the 16th. Once I've got the prototype done.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yashika, your turn.
I have the website running, and the IG is also live, so I won't be launching that. But then I want to conduct a feedback session about if they feel I can do more. So, and explaining as well if they don't know about the idea till now. So if there is missing some information, then I'll be adding that as well. So I'll do that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Good. Tuesday.
Oh, I'm sorry. For some reason, my mind is always like Monday, Tuesday. Got it. I'll just move it.
Okay. And rest I have to figure out still.
feedback session. That's just with everybody like live, your stakeholders.
Yeah.
Okay. And like I think we'll schedule some kind of closure thing for them either Friday or Saturday. You want to like we want to like have something happening in between, and then you kind of can get back to them so that they stay like involved by Friday or Saturday.
Yeah,
is-
probably you can do that on Friday.
Okay, I'm gonna email invite you guys to all these events that I don't have your emails stored in this.
You can email invite me to all of them. I'll just add them.
This Gmail account doesn't even know who you are, Sham. I couldn't even like. Oh,
Yeah, there, it knows me.
Phew. Being smart. Great. Okay. Great, everybody. This was fabulous. You guys like know what you need and you know what you want. I'm gonna send this picture into the group chat, and you guys think about who you want to bet on. You can tell into the group chat if you know that you want to invest 100 into Gia, 50 into Yashika. Like you can do that as soon as you feel like you know. So take a little bit of time though to look this over, and if you come up with like other things that you want to add, go for it.
I wanted to ask, why are we betting on it?
Gee. Yeah, Gia, to be honest, we want you guys to be as involved in each other's work as your own. Like we really like, you know, it's so easy to get wrapped up in just your world and your like all the things that you want to finish before these, like, but this is your last time as like a unit, as a group. And if you, sometimes when you have stake in other people's ideas and other people's like areas, it kind of helps you, it helps them. It feels more powerful once it is like done. We don't want you guys to just like not even know what each other are doing. It's really cool right now when we're all in crunch time to like know what each other are up to and cheer each other on.
Yeah. The person who makes the best investments would be the winner. So you have to invest in someone's goal, and that's the only way you can guarantee having your money back. So
yeah,
try to make the best investment possible and make sure it goes through. And the person who actually has their money left in the end, we're gonna find you.
Yes.
So we need to spend all our grids like for investing.
You have 300, so divide them as you please, but just make sure you have them on the end. Depending on where, it's your decision. You can see all the goals. I'm going to share them with everyone. And Kelsey's going to take a picture of it and send it so you can see all of them. And just choose whoever you think would be best.
Can you invest a little bit in like one person's goal of like number one, but then a bit in like their second goal as well?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We want you to bet on individual goals. And if they don't have it ready by that time, then you lose your coins.
Can we bet on ourselves too?
No. In real life, yeah, put all your own like money into your own startup. But here we're just like supporting each other as a unit.
Okay, you have 300 coins.
We'll see. Let's see what you guys do. Yeah, really, really good stuff. We're so proud. Honestly, it's like crazy. We can't wait to see how this like pans out. Next 2 weeks are like intense and awesome and lovely.
Yes.
Bye, you guys. Like think about it and text it into the chat, and like we'll keep getting updates from each other and stuff like that.
Yes.
When do we have to like submit it, like the deadline of it?
By tonight. Just make your decision within the next 1 or 2 hours, I would say.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.